What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 64, picking up from the inner consecrated soul-filled side of grace. So, with last episode, we pretty much knocked out everything over here on the right side of the map. So, what we're going to be doing this episode is going on down into the lake. And when you go into the lake, you're going to go all the way down. There's going to be a cave around right here. There's also going to be a statue. We're going to use a crab to break. We'll go knock that out. Then we'll have like a magma worm right here, and then your puzzle tower. So I don't really think you're going to need the markers, but just to kind of point out what the plan is, because all in all, this is a dead end. So I don't really think you can miss anything. When it comes to the puzzle tower, I will say it's kind of tucked back. But aside from that, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss anything down here, as it is a dead end. Now, when you go down, you're going to see a bunch of little baby crabs. We're just going to ignore them. Now, your big crab, remember not to kill him just yet. We're going to aggro him, then use him to break our statue, which is right over here on your left-hand side. And then the cave is just past that. So, go ahead and grab his attention. Slowly bring him down. Slowly bring him down. It will take forever. Alright. So as he comes, just get behind the statue. Put him away. After you get 3 8s, we're gonna pick those up. If you guys want to kill the crabs, go for it. It's really not worth your time. So it's literally just past this, right over here on your left-hand side, you're going to see this big-ass squid. Fight him if you want. No real need to. You're going to pop the stone to a key. Now, this cave is the Purborn Cave. Now, this is going to be the easier platinum trophy here, guys, so you got to get it done. It's going to lead you to, honestly, phenomenal weapon. Very powerful weapon, but it does happen to be a legendary ornament, so you're going to have to get it. So going in here, it actually really confused me my first time, because when you go in, you see the dragon, which obviously looks really cool, the drake, and then you see the glass and there's stuff, or the ice and there's stuff under it. I thought you had to try to break that, and that's just not the case. I was making it more complicated than what it was supposed to be. But there is a sneaky little path. If you miss, you will not find out how to make it to the main boss. So now over here on your left hand side, this is just going to be a dead end for some freezing grease. It's not much here. A couple guides. Yeah, be careful. This guy actually has decent one-shot potential if you want to break it on. Alright, down, try not to get stuck in the water. Yeah. They do quite well with ganging up on you, as you see. But either way, all the way down on the right-hand side, you see a little area you can roll through for your freezing grease right here. I think you have like 2 of them. One. Okay. Regardless, something we're not going to be using. So from there, we're going to backtrack, going out to the left-hand side. I can't believe I missed that. Going out to the left-hand side, we'll grab him. Keep working our way down. Big boy. Try to get the drop on him. Makes life much easier. Like I said, their damage is a little bit more you might expect. From here, we'll go straight across. Pick up the 10. Really, it should just be a straight shot to the next room. Now, this room's going to open up. There's going to be a bunch of ledges. The ledge on your left, past this point, that's what takes you to the boss, and it is quite sneaky. It's really easy to miss if you're not careful. But on the right, this is going to be our concern. So if you see that little item here, go past this point, then use this to get up top. Because from the other side, you just can't seem to make that jump. Actually, probably just better, going all the way around. Now, if you try to get on that ledge and jump over, I can't ever do it. I don't know why. It just, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it just never really seems to work out. And if we keep on pressing in, this is going to bring you to the end. Like I said, this is where it just kind of dead ends for you. Do it again. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. Now, last room, once again, these guys can pile up on you if you're not careful. Ooh, that worked out. You dose. You. All right. Once you got got him. We got an annoying little asshole over here. Come down, buddy. Thank you. At this point, we're really just, going around the room, clearing up the items and, cleaning up whatever scrap remains as far as your enemies. But as you see, it just kind of dead ends here. So what we're going to do now is work our way back in, but this time stick to the right-hand side. That was the left portion I told you not to worry about just yet, because it does take you to the boss. You don't want to miss items. Alright, so right back here. Yeah, we got to make sure we grab everything. I forgot. There's a few crafting items. I mean, that's really it. But then you can just kind of jump across and you sneak behind the ice. That will drop you down. Now, the enemy here is Leo 9 Misbegotten, the one that you fought in the Weeping Peninsula at, not Fort Height, but Castle Morn. Really erratic fucking guy, but this time he's going to be using this holy sword that's shooting holy projectiles at you, and excruciatingly painful. Does a lot of fucking damage. Sorry, I cannot get the words out right now. Yeah, I got caught in the mouth. I didn't even that horrible. But yeah, it does a lot of fucking damage, and that's the legendary artist we're trying to get. We all know jellyfish aren't really the enemy. If you want to take it down, you can start from the point. You just don't really get much storage. We get 600, which is not really much right now. Most enemies now are dropping like 2,000, so, or more, a lot more. So hell, the squids are dropping 5,000. So not really worth your time, but they're gonna fucking be annoying. Handle your business. From there, get your freezing. Get off the screen, please. Thank you. Should be good to drop on down and go into this fight. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buff up here. I took all my other buffs off. That'll be fine. Just try to learn to dodge time of some of his attacks. Like I said, man, I'll tell you, this guy's fucking damage output is quite absurd. There it goes. Watch out. Got big damage. I say, you owe me a stack. And I got stone bar going. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This is best off mine. Haha. Yeah, he can put you down quick. He can put you down fucking quick if you're not careful. But that does get you the golden order great sword. More dex than strength. So dex, faith, holy damage almost purely, and then it does have physical as well, but it's really big into your holy damage. 28 faith requirement, 21 dex, 16 strength. Phenomenal weapon, which happens to be a legendary ornament that you will need for your platinum trophy. So I told you guys, you could have easily went dex faith for the recommended build too. Which mainly, I told you guys this before, one physical stat, then one faith stat. Faith is one physical. So if you like dex better than strength, there's a lot of good options for that too. The main purpose is just, having physical damage for melee and having the access to buffs and spells and, stuff like that. So, it does work out either way. I mean, Godslayer, that would easily have carried you guys too. I don't know if that's enough. I know it's 172. Is that higher than 172? No. 754. We're going to keep on pushing to that 60 marker on strength. That is at the beginning, so now we'll just head back on out. Now it's time for your magma worm. Don't let this guy get involved. Very much do not want this guy to get involved. It's important that we do not use a weapon with fire. I'm probably going to put on Bloodhound. Because they're just immune to it. Like, straight up fucking immune to it. So we swap that out very briefly. Sure, using the stats. Meeting the stats. Alright. So from here, we're just going to run straight out. And there's other stuff going on, like items around. So once we take him down, we will go ahead and put on, not put on, but hop on Tort, run around, get everything. First, let's get this dude dealt with. I'm probably going to go with blood grease on this one. This weapon art does blood. Wish we had some blood flame, but I do not think we do. Summon up, double the blood, and drop them down. This like, not just like the last time one, but probably the hardest one. Because his lava, look at his damage, but his lava is a lot of fucking hit, like a lot more hit. Like I did a critical attack on one of these guys, and I went through. I actually ran through lava quickly to get that critical hit, and it killed me. And I was winning, you know, it was crazy. But, look out, now. Oh, we got caught bad. Now we got it. Thank you. Told you, Yoda. I love getting screwdriver plus the first attack. It's my favorite. Now he wants to buff up like a little bitch. It's cool when we do it. It's not cool when he does it. That's the one shot you're not careful about to buff up the weapon. Heal. Yeah, there's Mimic. Got that damn fire. Ugh. Should have put on damn blood blade, I guess. Because even though he is immune to fire damage, it like builds up blood loss and does like explosions of it, so that helps quite a bit. Hey, like that death dickhead. Oh, heal. Very delayed. You guys know this. Let me proc blood loss again. You fuck, buddy. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, one shot this. That's right. You know, like I said, stuff fight is gonna happen. Just gonna do that bucket. Just gonna do it. I'll have to put on like a helm or something for the stat requirements, but where's Arcane Helm? No, it looks like that, but it's not that. It's gotta be higher up. Fuck's my Arcane Helm? There we go. Yeah, we'll keep, this is another thing we're going to do. We're going to make sure we have our seal in our hand when we summon up Mimic. That way maybe he's going to come in and start using Death and shit too. Just bust this guy down real quick. I'm on top, guy. No, we got him. Fucking 90% of my health seems a bit much from Solid. Seems a bit much. Get him, Mimi. I forgot my damn stone bar. Okay. Yeah, you cannot fuck up with this guy. You cannot fuck up with this dude. His damage output's obnoxious as fuck. Like, it's so high that You know, you even look at the lava, you're just dead. He hits you, just dead. And I'd understand, you know, that we're getting towards the end of the game, it's supposed to be tough, but when you're on a fucking level 160 character, it's a bit fucking much for 90% of your health to come off. We weren't stingy on the health stat, exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're not stingy on the fucking health stat. In fact, we even go into damage for our health at 50. You guys remember. We're very cautious on how we put it all together. We did not get too antsy and just go straight for the AMA or none of that. This is why, I mean, you just look at his kneecap, that's your health. Bumps into you. That's all it takes. Stagger. 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 Yeah, God damn, bro. Seriously. It doesn't seem right, does it? It doesn't really make much sense. Fuck that critical. Just assume blood off the rock. There it is. Get back, get back, get back. Oh, we go right into the heel. Good God. So annoying, bro. I hate that. Like, if you accidentally go for a flask and it's empty, you shouldn't keep sitting there trying to chug it like a fucking retard. Just saying, you know, just fucking saying. I've always hated this fight. I've always hated this fucking fight. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, you do more damage than I go for the crit a lot of times than that. If you're just taking advantage of statuses, blood loss, frostbite, whatever it is. I think you do a lot more damage now for critical hits. Like that. It's just to state, the only reason I just changed my weapon, it's not that I'm after blood loss for this fight. But he's weak to blood loss. The more important thing we're after is not using a fire sword on an enemy that is flat out fucking immune to fire. None of that fire damage goes off. None of it. Not a lick of it. So that's what we're doing here. It's not about the blood loss, but it's a good secondary thing. It's a good secondary thing. Cover. Okay, you did good, man. You did good, bud. You. Quickly. There you go. Oh, no. I wanted that attack because I'm usually super good at dodging it, but... Thank you. Yeah, so he's annoying as fuck. Stick with it. That's all you know, all you can really do here. So Dragonheart, 3 of them. That's a special one though. So with that, you're actually going to be able to get Magma Breath as a dragon incantation. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely worth sticking with it and putting them down. It's just highly frustrating at the end of the day. Highly fucking frustrating. But it's not that it's not worth it, because it is, very much so. Either way, from here, let's go on over to our weapon. Did we change anything else? We added a spell. That's, yeah, we can deal with that later. Alright, guys. So now that we have that, you're going to go on down to this stuff here. And what you want to do is put on a very unique summon. This one we picked up way back at the Ray of Lucaria. I told you you would need it at a certain point. And that's your Fanged Imp statue, which are somewhere. I told you guys if you didn't pick it up, you wouldn't have it for an upcoming puzzle. I'm not seeing them, or I'm just overlooking them. Oh, there they are. Yep, so there's a statue up here, there's a puzzle tower, and you're going to need these summons for a very specific puzzle. So, to solve this puzzle tower, there are going to be a bunch of these ghost imps. Now, what you need to do is summon your imps to fight those imps. Now, the thing of it is a lot of people think that your imps have to be leveled up, that you need to upgrade them, and they need to beat these imps on their own. This is very much not the case. All you have to do is summon them, have them start fighting each other, and then once that happens, you could literally just go and smack the imps and kill them. But they have to, you know, start the fight on their own, and that's the thing. So, once you have that equipped, we're going to start working our way uphill here. Get all your stuff. You can't get to the tower here. We're just, like I said, we're trying to get all the items. Once we have Magmorm down, we're going to go on through and just hop on torrent and get all the items. So that's what we're doing now. And he's just bullshitting. Don't really need him. And once you backtrack enough, we'll be able to get up to, you know, uphill for the tower. Right over here by the summon. You can put this one on the map if you want. You can't really miss it, but it's actually right by that red wolf of Radagon we were fighting, but it's on a lower level. There are smaller enemies and like those big face balls that summon all the spells and all that shit. Most can actually be ignored. It's not that important. Like, you know, those guys. Did I miss it? It's so hard to see. It should be kind of dropping down to it. Yeah, right here. Yeah. It's so hard to see. So these guys are going to start fighting you. Like I said, it's going to be like spectral versions of them. And you need to interact with the sign first, as always. Let's forget what the fuck this sign is. I think it might be down the road a bit. We better grab that one right here now. You cookbook. I always forget what the fucking sign is, but usually you have to interact with it. Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna do? These guys are already attacking us. Just do that. Just go ahead and summon. They start fighting. Now, there you go. You see that? Your summon does not have to beat those. I mean, that is just a huge, huge piece of misinformation there. Now, it's just because people don't know. That is the gist of it. That's what, you know, going off the information the game gives you, that's what you would think because of the setup, but it's just, you know, it's, at the end of the day, it's not how it works. So just summon to start the fight, and you just put these fuckers down. Either way, with that, you go up here and get a talisman. Graven Mass Talisman. Then from here, we'll just jump on back to Inner Consecrated Snowfield. Alright, alright, alright. So now that we have that, what we're going to be doing is working our way uphill. You can put a marker over here, kind of go around these trees. We'll go through these ruins, and then number 3 will be here at the tunnel. So we'll leave that up for a second. Grabbing loose loot. In the ruins, it is filled with madness trolls, and they can kill you so fucking fast. You're gonna probably rage out. I would just stick on torrent, get the items, get the fuck out. Then we're gonna wrap around downhill and curve around into the tunnel. Just because there are certain times when, you know, I've said this before, it's just not really worth your time and aggravation for what you're gonna get in return. I mean, there's a dope ass spell here, but to go through here and be super thorough when you're not going to get any items from the trolls, you're not going to get any items from, you know, the other things you're facing. Only the guaranteed items in the world. That's it. And then yes, those are the dragonkin I was telling you about. They'll kind of just pop up behind you and try to attack. Oh, you're a bitch for that one. You're definitely a bitch for that one, dude. Yeah, you gotta get to a spot here. Oh, you killed my buddy. Okay, right. I figured we got turned around somewhere. So these should be the trees here. So this is a different set of trees. It's not the ones from the last episode. We're gonna do the same thing. Just ride around in circles and let all those guys kind of phase out, so you don't have to worry about the electric orbs. Aggro, run away. As soon as you go out, there's only a few items here to get. One's going to be a talisman. That's probably the best item. You got your golden room 13. There's the ruins. We're not doing those yet. We're going to go right over back where you saw the old palace ruin ancestral spirit dude. not supposed to fire off that many fucking times, brother. Must have been 2 of them, because I was like, that's a little much. Now, right by her is your talisman. So they're, you know, as big of a headache as they've always been. Now that's double smack. Oh, God. About 60% of your health is double smack. God love it. Alright, so we got the drawn out. Then right here, Stalwart Arm Charm +1. Like I said, probably the most rewarding item here. Take her. And really just kind of, like I said, making a circle and getting any loose loot you might be interested in. Besides taking them out, we're not really worried about it. We got rid of the orbs, we got rid of the ancestral spirits, we got the talisman, we got the rune, and then you can get some crafting. There's going to be scarabs for health, there's going to be scarabs for mana, but that's about it. Alright, so now that we've got this cleared, we're going to be shooting on over here to the ruins. Once again, ruins is going to go quick. We're going to stay on torrent. I was going to go through here, be thorough, and fight all these trolls, but they take forever to put down, and they're using unendurable Flame of Frenzy, which is fucking way worse than what you've saw with the regular Flame of Frenzy. And we'll give it a shot, but you're just not going to like the outside and fuck around here too long. Good. You know what I'm saying? That's the racks. That's not even the trolls that do it. I get it. I get it. Should be a stake. Yep. And pretty much any time you see a ruins, there's a stake. Thank God. It's a hellacious run back, fall down the cliff and everything. So like I said, we'll just stick with the original plan. I wanted to show you guys, but if it comes to wasting time, we're not gonna. We just have too much shit to do here. The only real stuff is to go towards the center up top. There's your trolls. Go ahead and get some materials. Get rid of our marker. Just go all the way back. It's going to be a second set. Some of the stuff, as far as materials you're going to get here are super rare. I would, advise picking all this stuff up, because you haven't really seen it in many places throughout the world, if I'm being honest. Like high or low, we all know that's, really, really rare. Probably more rare than the Atriums even. Now, I did take these guys out, so you can get your stone sword there. Oh, bro. Alright, now to get to the good stuff, what you're going to have to do here, yep, it's right here. So if you notice, that's the main path we took. So what we got to do is we have to jump into that side of the room. So typically what I would do is try to get up on something, just jump over the wall, and that's going to get you to your stairs. And going down here is going to get you a spell. Really dope spell. If you're doing a Flame of Frenzy build, that's your guy right here. Unendurable Frenzy. So what the giants here, the trolls here are doing, very, very, very fucking hard hitting spell. I forgot how you get out of here. Oh yeah, it's this corner's a little bit lower. There's the item I was looking for before. Alright. Now from there, we're just going to be heading to our last marker. If you guys want to go through, be more thorough, once again, be my guest. It's just, nothing there. It's going to make sense to waste our episode on, if you will. Alright. Get rid of our marker, then go on into your tunnel. This is your low tunnel. Now, you're going to go here and get a lot of your smithing 8s. So we know, every time you get deeper into the game, your tunnels give you pretty good smithing stones, right? So Limgrave was like 1s, and then Weeping was 1s. The Urnia was 2s, some 3s. Kaled was, actually, the Urnia had 2s, it had 3s, and it had 4s because you had 2 tunnels. Then Caleb was 5s. You got 6s and Altus, so on and so forth. So it's going to be really hard to see them because they look like icicles a lot of times. So what I will typically do is I'll just run down the edge, click and triangle on PlayStation, or Y on Xbox. That way, if it's there, you got it. If not, you don't have to worry about it. There's no need trying to even go through that door. We all know it's going to be a shortcut that's locked. It's just, how it always goes. You are dealing with minors here, so you're going to want to two-hand or use heavy attacks or use a blunt instrument such as your great star or mace, hammer of any sort. Cute. Freezing. I was about to say, bitch, I swear there's an 8 right here. So you saw how that kind of looked like a icicle? That's what I said. It's so hard to tell the difference between the two because you can't tell. So just, click your pickup button as you go through to be sure that you're not missing anything. You can hear a lot of like power surging down there. That is some of those melee mages, like alabaster lords. Now, before we proceed, what we're actually going to do is go on down. Definitely smithing 8 back on his little nook, so. Oh, there it is. Like, you fuckers, see what I'm saying? They're so fucking hard to see. So going through, you have to have your, like I said, your alabaster sword or your onyx sword, pretty much the same fucking guy. You have to be. Not remember this guy having that much fucking poison. Dude. Like 3 jump attacks, brother. So if you didn't get the alabaster sword and Laker Brought, this is your second chance, and that is guaranteed. At least I've gotten it every single time I've ever went through here. I've always got that drop. Nothing more guaranteed than that. There, go on over, get another ancient dragon, and we are clear. So now we can head back on up. The right side. Yeah, the right side of the ladder. Alrighty. So once you do that, now we're just kind of jumping across. So it's the, only other place to go. Before we progress, just make sure you're not missing any 8s or anything worth your time. That's not very kind of you. I gotta say, that was not very kind at all. There it is. Got an 8 right there. You guys are gonna love the boss of this tunnel. You guys are gonna fucking adore the boss of this tunnel. It's pretty bad. It's Astel, like a super beefed up Astel. Even though like the main version of her was in the underground, and that's where you first find her. Usually when there's like a different variant, it's not as bad. So this one, I don't know, because you already fought her once to fight out the bad, but this one's kind of rough. But for one, the arena is much smaller. I think that contributes to the difficulty of the big tunnel, right? Having a smaller arena. I'll have to go grab her stone. And there is your boss door. So before you go to the boss door, unless you want to hate your life, make sure to pop this door. So I do highly, once again, recommend Stone Barb Cracked here for this. We need to break her stagger bad. That's the biggest thing here. Alright, let's get it done. And next we're going to do the laser. I thought I could get it out in time. Well, it's the same guide as we did before. I usually would tell you guys, hey, make sure that you wait on that laser before you try to summon a mimic. It's got green to pay for it. There's the darkness. The explosion. Teleports. Yeah, there's nothing really different about the fight besides how much more dangerous she is. So, dodge. Dodge. Almost always comes twice. Back up. Now. Just been staggered. Thank you. First been staggered. Yeah, great stars works really good. I mean, it's not upgraded as much as some other stuff, but it does work super good this way. I guess staggers are so fucking tough. So fucking tough. Where'd you go, though? Remember, she teleports, she can come and try to grab you from there, guys. That's why meteorite. Right under her, you're okay. Down. So it does feel much easier than Parson. I think she's much higher level than Parson. I mean, obviously, we've got much higher levels. It's still pretty easy. I also think it's that we found better weapons since then. I also think it's because we're more upgraded since then, and we're just in a much better position. But yeah, I think she technically would be higher level. Either way, that gets you a phenomenal spell for mage builds. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. I guess we could just go back to the start. Alright, 175. We have to ride this back up. I guess I should have just jumped to the entrance, but it's okay. Side of Grace means we get to refresh our resources, so that's always a win. Should have grabbed a level, I guess, but I'll forgive myself. Alright guys, so for one, we're going to check our time. 45 minutes already. Some of a bitch. It went by quick, didn't it? Alright, so we're just going to go on up top. Just run straight through. Just going up, turn around, run straight through your ruins. Because we don't really have the time to really get into anything else. But you will notice right past the ruins, there's like this little down tree over here. We're going to take that up to the top platform. And you're going to see other sets of trees and, you know, other items to get. And we will, we're just not doing it yet. Oh, there's an invasion here. We did not want that to happen yet. But oh well, let's go ahead and do it. So this is going to be a Sanguine Noble, get you guys another armor set. We might, you know what, we can go ahead and knock out this section. So let's do next episode. Fuck it. I think we could fit this in, just like clearing around these trees. Because then we just have the church and then this stuff. So I did plan on doing this about 3 episodes. Now, what sucks about this invasion is there's usually a lot of fucking room bears. So I would just wait on the guy. Wait on him here. Because if we go over there, the room bears are going to be involved. You better fucking believe it. Now, you're going to be dealing with, yep, a lot of blood loss. I also told you guys there's a teleporter here that sent you on over to Moog. So, obviously, you know, we're near it. Because you're starting to see the blood loss, guys. Yeah, I've got time to play today. So, just give me your armor. There you go. Sam Queen Noble. Now you can be him. Now with him out if I can, I would like to go get to your side of grace. High chance of getting killed here. But going on down, once again, we could just stick to torrent, kind of circle your trees here, get all your items, and then straight ahead, there's going to be another set of trees. Now this is more of where your stuff is, but you're going to notice room bears. So if you're looking dead at this tree, and like I said, you can't miss on your map, guys. It's like this big cluster. But if you're looking dead at your trees, over here on the right-hand side, there's going to be a branch that goes straight up. Should be, I think it's this one right here. Can you turn around? There's one right by the big ass room bear. Oh, there it is. It's a little farther back, but it's really big tree branch. Where'd you go, you fucker? Gotta be looking at the wrong one. It's the one by him. Is the one right at the tree? It's just really obscure shit, as always. So right by the room bear by the big tree. Yeah, it's gotta be that one then. That's my bad, y'all. Yeah, there it is. There's an item right on this big branch, so we can go pick that up. Frost bowls. It's not gonna be nothing crazy, right? Not gonna be nothing crazy. And really, it's just a lot of crafting, bloodlost logs. There is another set of branches that goes across the gap that has an item or two. You go all the way out to the edge here. Let's say that's it there. Yeah, just get. What we're gonna do is just get to the edge and then shoot to the left, kind of back from where we came. Who's so aggro that we can't? The sludge? The fucking sludge? That's his aggro? Aggro's the fucking sludge. Alright, either way, by the tree, if you just go down here, that's what you're looking at. That's that big branch. That's where we're headed. So, you pass this tree, it's like your second little cluster here, but you'll see this big branch laying across. That's what we're trying to go for. I just want to make sure you guys know where it is. Once again, guys, you're not missing much if you don't feel like dealing with this tedious shit. I'm just covering it because I'm trying to do 100% and be really thorough, but some of this stuff, it is going to be tedious. It is going to be kind of boring. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying to get you guys all the shit here. But, you can go out this way. Hero's Room. That one's, it's not bad. And then right there, that is the teleporter to take you to the Lord of Blood. No, that's not it. That one takes you over to the area that takes you to the Lord of Blood. So pretty much that is going to take you on over here again, like the other one did. The teleporter for the Lord of Blood's over here. Sorry, got it mixed up. Either way, now that we have that, all we're going to be doing is just going through and kind of scoping shit out and getting on up to this church. If you guys want to put a marker there, that's, that's what we're aiming for. Now this part is messy. There is going to be a mausoleum. This mausoleum is going to be spamming a bunch of fucking spells at you. It's really easy to get killed. In fact, right up there on that cliff, that night, that's a mausoleum night. Look at this shit. If you get too close, you're going to pay for it. So what we're going to do is if you go down to the main road, kind of like where that lake was, and you take a right, there should be another side of grace we have not got. Right over here. That way, if you get killed, you don't have to, run so far. Should damn near be on top of it. Oh, they killed us. It's alright. It's alright. Well, all we gotta do is run for our runes. Not a big deal. And that's a good way to keep a marker too, because even if you had none, you still technically drop runes. So, oh, there we go. Perfect. We're right by it. Now, this should be like a somber or some shit like that. Nothing that we don't have plenty of. Just crouch. That's the best way to deal with them. Just crouch behind whatever surface you can. And while we are here, Oh, you know, that's the same one we already had. Yeah, that's where I was headed. That's the same one we already had, so don't worry about it. So we're actually pretty good to work our way on up. All right, well, what will put us close before we wrap up? Because at this point, you have almost all this shit done, guys. You know, you got the tunnels, you got the catacombs, you got the tower, the magma worm, the cave, and mainly it's a lot of loose loot in between. So you got the ruins. So we've already cleared everything up to like right here. Then your mausoleum's right here. So to set us up for next episode, from our location or even this one, you can go straight across, and right before this town over here, there's a side of grace. It's up in the town a bit, but it's not far from where we are now. So that'll put us close. So next episode, we'll run for the mausoleum because it's the only thing left on this side aside from like two loose pickups. And then once we do that, we'll complete a quest line up here. We'll get the mausoleum, get a loose loot like on the edge, shoot the ledge. Then we can just shoot over to this last side. That's all that will be left. I was wanting to fit it into this episode, but we're doing tunnels and fucking, all that shit just, it costs time, right? It costs time. I cannot pronounce the name of this place, that's why I said village. But if you're just going up to the village, so Ordinia, you know what I mean? So, I'm not going to embarrass myself. Instead, we're just going to grab the side of grace. But yeah, just right up by the front steps. So after next episode, we will be in the healing tree. We'll have enough time next episode to finish off this area full, and then we'll be at our last dungeon. So from here, there's one cool thing we can get you guys. So if you leave Ordina, like over here on the cliff, there's just like one guy sitting by itself. And if you're doing a strength build, you will actually be able to take this guy out for the great axe variant of that rot hammer we picked up earlier on. See if we get ahead a bit here with a backstab. Blocking the attack. Shit's nasty. Nasty shit, man. That's gonna be a guaranteed drop. So now you got the greaves, you got the great axe there, then we got the helm and the great hammer from the first guy, and then in the catacombs we got the cape. So that does complete your full set. Now going over to this ledge, that's what I was saying. That's all that's left. We have that church and that mausoleum, and then that is it. And then like it's like straight down on the little ledge there, or no, over here. There's like one little loose item, and that's it. That completes that side. We'll do Ordina, Avatar, Earthly Avatar boss fight, and we're good to go. Then also, while we're here, we can get you guys a pretty cool armor set too. If you're doing like a BMO character, or you just like the Black Knight set. You go under the stairs. Right here is like a dead Black Knight. You guys can go ahead and pick up that set. It's not bad for a female character. Alright. Now we got that wrapped up, we'll jump back to Ordina. Now, next episode, like I said, this will be the conclusion, and then we'll be pushing on into the Halec tree, and after that point, Mogwin Palace, final bosses, and we will be good to go. So, either way, as always, I hope this has been helpful. I know the consecrated snowfields isn't as smooth as it usually is. It's just how this place works. It's so open. It's covered in fog. It's there's not much happening. It's mainly just a bunch of little loose bullshit around trees. So hope I did cover it the best of my ability. And it was good enough to help you guys out. I do apologize. I know it's not as smooth as it typically is, but I've always struggled to find every little item here as just because of the way it is set up. But regardless, I do hope you guys have found the help you needed, and we will catch y'all back here shortly.